Michigan voter, a mother, an educator, and a precinct delegate.
Detroit. Similarly, in 2020, the Biden-Harris election, around the same amount of votes came out of Detroit, 240,000, and Trump and Pence received 13,000 of those votes from almost about 5,000 more than he received in 2015. So with the numbers being so close in the city of Detroit around the voters, how can you validate a fraud situation when not only this election, but also the 2016 presidential election shows similar numbers coming out of the city of Detroit?
Was there a question there? Okay.
How can you validate? Yes, there was a question, Mr. Yarnick. How can you validate fraud coming out of the city of Detroit when the numbers from the 2016 election are not that much different from the numbers from the 2020 election? You had 234,000 votes, 800 votes coming out of Detroit in 2016, with Trump receiving 7,600 of those votes, and 5,000 more in 2020 for Trump in this 2020 election. So where's the fraud?
Yeah, super. I can't speak to the numbers of 2016 or now or total votes, but your question is, how can we verify fraud and validate fraud? Over 229 deceased people voting, that's fraud. That's not my definition of fraud. That's just the generally accepted definition of fraud. And 2,660 vacant addresses of burnt down lots, and these people voted, the dead people voted, that's fraud. That's how I validate the fraud. And my personal experience on November 4th, being there, watching ballots come in that aren't in the qualified voter file, they're not on the written log, and yet they're still counting those. And you'll hear from other people say, hey, all we want to do, it's so easy to challenge a ballot. You just go like this. You type in the computer that one of the poll watchers challenged it. It takes 3 seconds. It doesn't slow the process down, and they pretty much refuse to do that. I struggled to get to, and I said to our attorney, Tim Griffin, I said, Tim, they won't let us challenge anything. He goes, Chris, you got to get at least something in the poll book that you challenged it. And I said, I'll push it until I get arrested. Well, lo and behold, I didn't get arrested. They didn't put cuffs on me, but I was pulled out of there for about 20 minutes by 3 police officers. It was rough. It was a really hostile environment, and I know you guys aren't judges or legislators, so I just want to be transparent in answering your question. What we all witnessed there on Election Day and the day after matches the research of the 30,000 records we just went through very clearly.
And did you also attend the training on how things were going to operate at the TFC Center?
Yep. I didn't bring my training with me, but yeah, I had hours of training, almost like a day and a half, because I helped train other people too.
Thank you, Senator Santana. Thank you, sir, for coming back.